This is Chittenago Falls State Park, located approximately 20 miles east of Syracuse, New York. Chittenago Falls, which is the main attraction of the state park, is a 167-foot limestone rock face that flows into the gorge of Chittenago Creek. This limestone gorge is home to some of New York's rarest species, including the Chittenago Ovate amber snail. The Chittenago Ovate amber snail, otherwise known as the chit, is an endangered species of land snail that is endemic to Chittenago Falls State Park, which means that it only occurs at the park and nowhere else in the world. The chit is currently in danger of going extinct, which means that if the population of snail dies off, it will ultimately be gone forever. The snail was first discovered in the park in 1905 with a flourishing population, but since its discovery, its numbers have been declining due to human activity and natural disturbances. As the Chittenago Ovate amber snail was researched further and became listed on the endangered species list, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service worked with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and SUNY ESF to create and implement a recovery plan for the snail. Since the listing, SUNY ESF has been a large force in the research and protection of the chit. The college has designated a research lab with the help of Cody Gilbertson and Rebecca Rundell that focuses on the snail. In this research lab, Cody and her team work on husbandry efforts to repopulate the species of the snail. Here, they keep snails all year round in a controlled setting where they can study the species further and use this research as a catalyst.
We don't really know what exactly this COAS does for in that ecosystem, and it's a small niche habitat. But if you look at the broader picture and look at multiple different snails across the world declining and or going extinct, then we have a problem. So that's where we're really we do a focused effort on this one species, but hopefully it can be applied to other ones. The ultimate goal really is to delist the species. I mean, that's kind of where we're all headed towards.
With the local issue of the chit, it can point towards a much larger issue of land snail extinction, and even the mass extinction of other organisms around the world as well.
Few people know that there is a extinction crisis among land snails on par with the amphibian crisis. So to put things into perspective, 42% of all recorded extinctions are land snails. So working with COAS, the Chittenago Ovate amber snail, we are trying to learn from this one snail so we can apply it to all these other species.
Not only are ecosystems being affected by species extinction, but humans are too. The mass extinction of biodiversity around the world can ultimately have a large and permanent effect on the existence of the human population. The presence of biodiversity in our ecosystems around the world is what keeps the planet moving. So this can show us the great importance of fighting to protect every bit of biodiversity that we have on this planet. And it can all start with one tiny snail. So go out and help fight for the world's biodiversity. Whether it's with a snail at your local park or a mammal in another country, every little small action you do can help this beautiful world we live in today.